was the last time that you felt truly relaxed and you had real fun? Not fake fun, but real fun. And please, please tell me in the comments below, when was the last time you laughed so hard that tears ran down your leg? When was the last time that you gave yourself permission to truly play? I hear it all the time from clients and friends. I don't know how to slow down. I don't know how to have fun. Who has the time? I get it. As busy professional women, we have a bajillion roles and responsibilities. We're looking after everyone, but are we looking after ourselves? Hi, I'm Carla White, and I'll be your guide on this grand adventure of lighting up the airwaves and with the Permission to Play show. So first, I'd like your permission to show up here for myself as brilliant and imperfect. It's what we call in B school, my flossom self. So flossom, and I'll talk about that much later. I'm just getting your permission to show up here because this isn't perfect. In fact, I'm having some technical difficulties. So I am really having to go with the flow and not step into that perfectionist part of me. So if you're new here, meaning we haven't already met for coffee or cocktails, please let me introduce myself. So I could give you the whole big bio or the fancy titles that I might have, but I want to just explain to you how I am really just the human version of a mixtape. Remember those cassettes, you know, the ones that like when they got too tight, you would have to unroll them with a pencil. I know that if you know what I'm talking about, you're the right age. So I am a quirky blend of country and soul with a little splash of classic rock in there and rock and roll, but no jazz. I don't do jazz. So just so we're clear, I love to talk about health and happiness. Those are my jams, but I'm not going to talk about the usual things like yoga, because I only do bedroom yoga. I don't exercise, I dance. I'm a self-diagnosed messy perfectionist. Actually, that's not true. I didn't self-diagnose, I took a quiz. So clearly, you know, that's true. So I have a knack for turning everyday life into entertaining stories that I have taken to the stage. But I don't want to take that to the stage anymore. I want to be the guide here for you on this next little adventure that I'm doing with the Permission to Play show. So my superpower, I'm a spark reviver. And I love to energize fabulous, fiery professional women in the midst of perimenopause and menopause, you know, those like moments, to reclaim your vivacious energy, experience the freedom and fulfillment that you've been longing for. So you've probably put some of your dreams and desires on hold because you were helping other people reach their dreams and desires. And it's your time now to give yourself permission to have fun, to play, and to live infused with joy, like free floating joy, freedom, and dazzling fulfillment that you are so worthy of. And you're probably ready for it because it will change your life. Because I want to get you to a place where you are lighting up the world without the burnout blues. So my intention for this show is to create a community of unstoppable rock stars of resilience on a mission to reclaim their zest for life. And the reason I know how important this is because I see it every day and I've experienced it myself. That feeling of, I'm a strong, capable, independent woman. Why can I not figure this out on my own? It's those demons of doubt and the limiting beliefs, the inner dialogue that I had going on for a long time. And I know that that's happening for other women out there too. It's creating exhaustion and overwhelm and burnout. So I'm on a mission to change that for you and help you to have a community where you can come as you are. You belong just by being you, and you can let that breath that you've been holding out, exhale, because you know that you're not alone. So if any of this is resonating with you, can you just drop an emoji or a comment in the chat box to let me know that you are feeling it too, that you have experienced this exhaustion, this emotional exhaustion, burnout. Maybe we're on some form of the burnout spectrum. Just let me know. Raise your hand so we can see that we're not alone. The other thing, the other point that I really, really want to make is, and this is what I talk about at the retreat and in B School, is there's nothing wrong with you. I remember when I was writing the book, my editor had said to me, Carla, this personal development work, it never ends. And I rolled my eyes internally and thought, well, you're clearly doing it wrong, because I'm just going to fix myself and then it'll be all fantastic. Very delusional back then about what this whole process was all about. And I then became sort of addicted to the idea of personal development and growth. And it doesn't have to be that way. There is nothing wrong with you. You don't need to be fixed. If you are experiencing emotional exhaustion and overwhelm, there's a reason for it. And it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. So hands up in that chat box below if any of this is landing for you. So this might be you. And again, let me know if it's you. You're more tired than inspired right now. You feel like your life is being held together with duct tape and happy thoughts, and you're quickly running out of both. And you've got this nagging voice that will not shut up, telling you that there's more to life. Or maybe it's asking, is this all there is? Been there, done that, and got the t-shirt. So if that's you and that resonates, give me a high five or a shout out in the comments. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my intention for the show and what we're going to do and what we're going to talk about. But first, the most important thing is that I need to show you about celebrating the launch of my very first episode of Permission to Play. And every good party needs a confetti cannon. Now, when I launched B School and I did this, I actually had ringing in my ears for several hours afterwards. So I came prepared. It's because it's all about safety first, people. Safety first. And we'll talk about psychological safety and all kinds of things in the future. But for right now, it's really just about hearing protection for the confetti cannon. Are you ready to dance with me and celebrate? I'd have champagne, but I actually have to drive right after this. So I am ready. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm turning it the wrong way. Apparently I didn't eat my Wheaties this morning. I only wish there was somebody that was going to clean that up later. Anyway, welcome to Permission to Play. So we on this podcast, well, it's not a podcast, it's a show. We're going to ignite the fun. We're going to say goodbye to emotional exhaustion and wave adieu to overwhelm. And you're going to learn how to master turning ugh and what the into aha by sprinkling the power of play, laughter, and all around good vibes on your life. And I want you to get ready to rediscover your radiance. So unleashing the universe, that's probably better when it's spelled out and you can see it, but it's Y-O-universe. So I don't know if you've ever heard of innate superpowers. Well, I've concocted a recipe, not in the kitchen. You'll hear about my kitchen foibles and tales, and it is not my fault that my smoke detector is really sensitive. I just putting that out there. But I've concocted a recipe to unlock your superpowers and have you master at discovering and feeling your authentic confidence and unearthing the treasure trove of meaningful moments that are in your future. And some of the most important work that I do is elevating the energy. And it's not all about like, woo, high energy, positive vibes only. I'll tell you about my point of view on positive vibes only, but it is about elevating the energy and cranking up your energy dial to the maximum flossom. So flossom, in case you haven't heard me talk about it, is knowing and feeling like, yeah, sure, I have flaws or imperfections. I call them scars. And still knowing deep down that you are unbelievably effing awesome. So that's flossom, and that's what we're celebrating, and that's how we want you to show up every single day. And we're going to teach you how to do that a little bit. So everything changes when you're having fun. No matter what you're doing, when you're playful and having fun and enjoying yourself and living totally in the moment, you're creating health and happiness for yourself. So just hands up. Well, I can't see your hands because this is a one-way video, but drop a note in the comments or a high five or something in the comments, an emoji, to let me know if this sounds good to you. And one of the things that I teach is really what I kind of, after experiencing burnout, not once, but 3 times, and struggling with anxiety and the high achiever syndrome and imposter syndrome and all kinds of labels, I started to really follow this practice. And this is how I show up now, is remember, I want you to remember this: the body heals with play, the mind heals with laughter, and the spirit heals with joy. That is all how I want to really show up for you on this show. And I want to help you to find that joy, laughter, and play in your life. And we'll talk about the power of fun, how play is more of an attitude than an activity. So, I have in here, speaking of fun, let's do a confetti cannon. So apparently I completely messed that up. But I want to just invite you to tune in every Friday as I bring you insights and a whole lot of fun, all designed to remind you that perimenopause and menopause, in fact, I've renamed it. I'm not going to do menopause. I'm going to do regenopause. So I am interested in amping up the energy, amping up the, and yes, that comes with rest and recalibration and all kinds of good stuff, which I'll unpack for you in future episodes. But I want you to see this as a dazzling new chapter, regenopause, where it is the best times of our lives. So it's time to grant yourself the permission to play, not to play, to live full out. Because happiness is not about getting there, it's about being here. It's a way of being. And that's what I cannot wait to share with you going forward. So can you do me a favor and drop any ahas or ha-has that you had in the comments, just so I know that I'm not alone in this. I know I'm not alone, but you know, it kind of helps to see others put up their hand and say, hey, yeah, I can relate to this. And the other thing I'd ask is that you share this with your gal pals, and let them know that this is what we're doing. We're giving ourselves permission to play. You're all in on the joining this community of bad, what is it? I'm a little bit sassy, classy, and badassy. Women for women. Now I'm starting to bumble my words, so it's probably time to get off of here. But I would love if you would share it with other female professionals that need to reignite their spark. I'll see you next Friday. Bye for now.